And we're back. Bigger than me. Bigger than all of us. What I'm doing is huge. But guys, perspective is the hardest thing to put into people's minds. Because you can only see through your own. And to change what people see is almost impossible. I need every one of your souls to reach deep in your mind and help me see your perspective. I've asked you this before, or something like it, but I'm sincerely asking you to show me in any way possible. Videos, texts, whatever I'm speaking on, voice it. Be heard. Don't be afraid of people not caring. Because if I'm doing this now, I wouldn't be if no one cared. I don't think people are going to understand that. If you follow anybody that's big, they say don't care about your feelings. Just do what you do and do it good. But sometimes feelings, emotion is very overlooked. And I'm going to be the one to bring it out. Put it all on the table and figure out what's holding people back. What's holding these beautiful souls from doing what they love? Or doing what they love and not succeeding. I am not asking for your opinion on anything. I'm asking for your perspective. There's a huge difference. Our opinions are what we think something means, or what we think it is. Perspectives have meaning. Perspectives create a learning process. Share it. Share it with me. Share it with anyone. This is how we all learn together. So let's do just that. Bigger than me. Don't be afraid to be a thinker. Thinkers like M.o.P, Nelson Mandela. These people didn't just speak their words and overnight created success and a huge following. It requires souls that have the same perspective on issues that are not brought to surface. It didn't happen to them through nothing. Sure, they spoke to crowds, but how did those crowds form? How did their words hit home? People believe and have faith that what they speak on will happen, and eventually change will come. But fellas, change doesn't just come. It's offered. And when it's up for grabs, it's up to you to change and grab it and do what you want with it. Think on it. Play around with it. Those souls that followed those huge influences knew it was coming. And my generation needs it. Help me help you. in ways no one else can. I'm your peer. And peer to peer, let's do it together. Words are only words. When I'm speaking to you, it may not have a big impact. Or maybe it will, and you actually think. But actions will always speak louder. My actions are these platforms. Let them take effect. Let them spread like wildfire. Take a look at whatever I do during my days and judge it. Judge what I do every day with my time. Because these are my actions. And every little chance I get, I act on kindness and ideas, hopefully to change perspective. Are my actions negative or are they positive? Only you could tell. Only you and your judgment. We live in a world of judgment. I spoke on it. And that judgment can kill. Or do good. I'm going to tell you a little story. Quick one, if that. I work at a place called GNC. It's a vitamin shop. Not the vitamin shop, but it is a supplement store. I'm sure you know. All those workout freaks know. To me, it's a candy store, but to you, you get your protein there. It's a candy store to me, not because I can try anything I want. It's because I have the opportunity to meet such amazing people every day. And I meet souls that almost need help because they're looking to change. They're either just starting out at the gym, continuing on with their gym, fitness goals. But guys, here comes a little story. This older, I'd say, I think he said he was 26, okay? So a little bit older than me, about my brother's age. Real stand-up guy. I would say loud with his words. And there are little social cues that I use that almost let me in to a person's mind. And when I know I'm in, I show perspective. This man started explaining his almost life to me. And he didn't know my first name. He didn't know who I was or what I do. But he started speaking to me in a way where he was comfortable. And I kind of just bounced off relatable topics to him. And then we got into what he did. And he was a medical student. And he explained that being a doctor was his dream. That he dreams of being a doctor. That's all he wants to do is help people with his bare hands. When he told me this, I was like, okay, if that's your dream, why don't you chase it? He goes and says to me, I am. But I have trouble finding a way to please my parents. And I was like, all right, well, he's getting really personal right now. Do I want to go this far? And my immediate thought was, let's roll with it. Let's see where it goes. Let's see if I can get to him. And it did. It got there. there was a moment where he got real quiet. And it was almost like he had his heart open to what I had to say to him. Again, he had no idea who I was. But the way I guess I spoke to him, it almost seemed like I cared. And it made me think maybe he had nobody that would listen. He got accepted to study grad school overseas in Aruba. And he got accepted but couldn't go. And he couldn't go because of his parents. They said, "No, you can't do that." But the thing is that he didn't give me a reason why his parents said no. And he kept telling me all I want to do is just make them proud. And I was like, listen, man, if you want to make them proud, the only way is to follow out with your dream. Because once you're happy, they will be happy. And it's almost like he didn't know what else to do. Because he did get accepted and he was already gonna go and study and graduate and become a certified, whatever it is, registered, whatever it is, doctor. And now he's not even going to school because by his parents saying no, killed his dream. So now he's studying to be an X-ray tech or something because it's more local. Moral of the story, guys, no matter who says no to you, if it's a passion, you say yes and follow it. Now, what I told this guy before he left was do what you love until it kills you. And I hope on everything, since I spoke to that man, he is. Sometimes in life, guys, you have to make somebody unhappy for you to be happy. And that's another perspective of the story. And for his sake, it was his parents. And he didn't get that. Bigger than me. What I'm doing right now, the conversation I had with that kid, it was bigger than me. But I took the responsibility and gave it all I had. And that's just not the first circumstance. It happens almost every day. Because when someone comes into that store, they're looking for a different perspective on life to change. Even if it's someone random as that. Keep your mind open. And stand with me on this huge, huge issue in our generation. See you guys in the next one.